Cancer appears when the reproduction of cells that is called mitosis, and it consists on each cell splits apart and divides into two, is discontrolled. So instead of, for example, reproducting one new cell per 30 seconds, it reproduces one cell per 5 milliseconds. So all the cells accumulate in one point and a bundle is formed. Doctors haven't found a specific cause yet because each case of cancer is a new world. But there are a few hypotheses that tell us that, for example, not doing exercise and carrying a poor diet, or for example the stress because we have our everyday life is full of noise in the street and a lot of cars, and we are always going from one place to another, so we have a lot of stress. But those causes are the ones that doctors think most approach to what actually causes cancer, but they are not defined.
Now I'm going to talk about the treatment of cancer. That first, you have to take chemotherapy, that it's a fluid that it's inserted in your veins, that stops the reproduction, the mitosis of the cells, and the consequences are that the hair falls, you vomit, you have a stomach ache, and you have a full bad symptom of your body. Then you have to take some radiotherapy that are gamma rays that go only on that infected place of your body, and the consequences is that it leaves you a darker skin color in that place. And finally, you have to take some pills to recuperate from cancer and to feel well from that bad disease.
Now I'm going to talk about a very common type of cancer, the skin cancer. There are many types of skin cancer, but the most common is the one of the sun rays, the ultraviolet rays, that, as we studied before, they have a very high frequency, and if we expose too much to the sun without protection, the ultraviolet rays will burn our skin. To prevent this, when our skin is exposed to the sun, we have to use sun cream, so the ultraviolet rays don't burn our skin and they don't produce a mutation of our skin cells.
Now I'm going to tell you about another very common type of cancer, which is lung cancer. Lung cancer is caused in the epithelial cell, but it can also be spread out throughout other tissues of the body. There are various symptoms like rough cough or losing weight in a very small period of time, or difficulty in breathing, things like that. The only cause we know about is smoking, because tobacco is a legal drug here in Spain and a lot of people smoke. Maybe you aren't a direct smoker, but you are a passive smoker, which means that, for example, your couple smokes and you're always living in the air with the smoke of the cigarette. As tobacco is the major cause that causes lung cancer, the only prevention we have to avoid having lung cancer is not smoking. That is the only thing that is in our hands. And lung cancer can be threatened, but only if it is detected very early. But usually it is detected once it is very advanced, because it is when you begin to show symptoms, so that is untreatable.
Now I'm going to talk about the breast cancer, that it originates in the milk ducts until the nipples, and the most important causes is not giving breast to your children, and the only prevention that is used against this type of disease is having a good life and going to the gynecologist once time in a year at a certain age. Now we're going to interview my mom because she had a breast cancer in past years.
How did you realize you had a breast cancer?
Pues un bulto que tenía en el pecho y que veía que año a año iba creciendo un poquito más, cada vez un poquito más.
Was the treatment hard for you?
Muy duro, muy duro. Es una experiencia durísima, muy dura. La quimio es horrorosa. La radio también, porque me abrazó a mí. Cada uno es diferente. Y yo recomiendo que os hagáis los controles cuando seáis mayores. Que os hagáis los controles.
Now, are you cured and you go to work?
Sí, después de un año y medio he vuelto a trabajar, pero es muy duro, es muy duro. Levantarme a las 6:30 de la mañana, llega el miércoles y estoy agotada. Y me tengo que echar la siesta de 2 horas. Pero así, no puedo. Se lo he consultado a los médicos, al oncólogo, y me dice que es normal porque en cada persona la quimio y la radio que me han dado a mí, en mi caso, ha sido muy agresiva y me va a costar mucho recuperarme.
Thank you.
I asked her how did she realize she had a breast cancer, and she answered that after feeding her last daughter, Elsa, she had a bundle in her breast and it grew bigger each year. So she went to the doctor and the bundle was 7 millimeters of diameter. So they did her some tests and she was positive, so she had breast cancer.
I asked her if the treatment was hard, and she told me that very hard. And always when she came home, she was very bad because the chemotherapy and the radiography left her very without force, very bad.
I asked her if she was finally cured and if she went now to work, and she said that yes, that she was now going to work, but it was very difficult for her because she passed from not working to work a lot. So when it was Wednesday, she was already tired and exhausted, and she couldn't do work very good. And she said that cancer would not finally be cured.
Excuse me, do you speak English?
Can we ask you some questions?
¿Sí es rápido? Sí.
Okay. Do you take any prevention to fight against cancer?
Sí, voy todos los años a las revisiones con el ginecólogo y luego yo también me controlo y bueno, reviso que no hay nada irregular.
Do you have any friends that have or have had cancer?
Sí, tengo 2 casos en la oficina de 2 compañeras Y luego también la familia, mi cuñada lo acaba de padecer, pero en todos los casos lo han superado afortunadamente.
What do you think we could do to improve the investigation to fight against cancer?
Pues sí, deberíamos todos dedicar más recursos y más dinero a la investigación para que este mal pueda erradicarse definitivamente. Sería importante.
Okay, thank you
very much.
Nada, hasta luego.
My question was if she took any prevention to fight against cancer, and she said that yes, that she went every year to the gynecologist, and she controlled herself to look if she had any bundle or any suspicious spot.
My question was if she has or have had any friends that have had cancer. She said that yes, that 2 workmates and a sister-in-law, and that fortunately the 3 are okay.
My question was, how did she think we can improve the investigation to fight against cancer? And she answered that we should have more resources and that everyone should contribute so we can improve in the investigation and exterminate this horrible disease, definitely.
During this project, we've learned many things, and our conclusion is that to prevent cancer, you have to have a very good life and not eat many things, don't smoke, knowing also that cancer is produced of many other things. Here I have a paper of the cancer that exists. The pancreas cancer is the most harmful because in Spain the people that survive to pancreas cancer are 5.3%, because when you have pancreas cancer you can't stop it, and 5 people of 100 die. Then there is also the lung cancer and the liver cancer that are also harmful, but not as much as pancreas cancer. You can also die, and many people don't survive. Here, Spain is the blue, and here also the blue. To survive to lung cancer, there is a percentage of 10.7%. And to survive of liver cancer, it's a percentage of 11.5%. That's the people that survive in.
We think that this job has changed our way of thinking, because now we've learned that cancer is not a very easy disease to cure in 1 year, for example.
We've also know that we have to take precautions and be careful about the bundles in our breast, for example.
And that thanks to science, the life expectancy is increasing every day.
She said that yes, that she went every year to the gynecologist, and
How she and she answered that the cells reproduce by dividing into 2. They split apart. Or not doing a lot of exercise and
One of the sun rays, the ultraviolet rays. Te está grabando ahora mismo.
Venga, Lucía, que vamos a grabar.
la coña.
No, tía, pero venga.
Vale,
Pero habláis y paras ya.
Lung cancer. Tía, para en serio.
Ahí está Lucía hablando.
¿Qué haces? ¡Wow! Sofía,
Ya.
tienes una pluma en la...
Joder, Paula.
And the most important cholesterol que aquí. And recuérdalo porque no me gustó nada.
How did you realize you had breast cancer?
Pero yo en español.